Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today we're going to talk about 10 good reasons to get clean and sober. I usually talk about that I mention, it's time for you to get sober. But I'm going to give you 10 of my own good reasons to get clean and sober just in time for the holidays. But first we're going to talk about what I have been, which is I Declare by Joel Osteen, 31 Promises to Make Throughout Your Lifetime. And I had told my audience, yes, you folks, that I would do 31 shows with the 31 promises. Today is show number 25, but I'm going to include Declaration 25 and 26 because it is already the 20th and time is running real quick and I won't have enough time to get all of them in. So here goes Declaration number 25. I declare I will not survive. I will thrive. I will prosper despite every difficulty that may come my way. I know every setback is a setback for a comeback. I will not get stagnant, give up on my dreams, or settle where I am. I know one touch of God's favor can change everything. I am ready for a year of blessings and year of thriving. This is my declaration number 25 for show number 25, and I'm going to read it again before I read number 26. I declare I will not survive, I will thrive, I will prosper despite every difficulty that may come my way. I will not get stagnant, give up on my dreams, or settle where I am. I know one touch of God's favor can change everything. I am ready for a year of blessings and a year of thriving. This is declaration number 25 and number 26 of Joel Osteen, 31 Promises to Make Throughout Your Lifetime. This is for show number 25 and 26. I declare I will choose faith over fear. I will meditate on what is positive and what is good about my situation. I will use my energy not to worry, but to believe. I will not dwell on negative, discouraging thoughts. My mind is set on what God says about me. I know His plan for me is for success, victory, and abundance. This is my declaration number 26 for show number 25 and 26, and I'm going to read it one more time. I declare I will choose faith over fear. I will meditate on what is positive and what is good about my situation. I will use my energy not to worry, but to believe. Fear has no part in my life. I will not dwell on negative, discouraging thoughts. My mind is set on what God says about me. I know His plan for me is for success, victory, and abundance. This is declaration number 26 for show number 25 and 26. Folks, if you heard the one part in this declaration, it says pretty much, I will not dwell on the negative. I will only dwell on the positive, and that's what we need to do. And this is why this show, 10 Good Reasons to Get Clean and Sober, my own personal reasons, is so positive for you to hear. If you're sitting there and you have not faced your demons, whether it's your alcohol or drug and or both addictions, today is the first day for you to start. As always, I got to give a shout out to two sponsors. One is Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point, 844-414-8444, startingpointmn.com. That's startingpointmn.com. Dr. Luis Gonzalez is an addiction recovery coach, and he can help you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand, 24 hours at a time, day by day. He will not dwell on your past. He is not a therapist or a counselor. On the other side of his business, he also can make you, that's right, you, into an addiction recovery coach like me and Dr. Luis Gonzalez. He has an educational program that's very, very interesting and effective. He requires only three things from you: professionalism, personality, and passion. And if you have an addiction background, whether it's dealing with your own demons or maybe you're helping a friend or a family member, call him 844-414-8444, Dr. Luis Gonzalez from startingpointmn.com. Global Eyeglasses is focused on saving you money. They have a variety of frames of over 1,000 different frames that even Elton John would be impressed with some of the designs of these frames. Frames start at $6, go up to $49, and they include regular plastic, single vision, regular RX, non-coated lenses. Yes, if you want progressives, Global Eyeglasses has it. If you want line bifocal, they have them too. If you want transitions or photochromatic or tint or polarized, they have it. But you need to reach out to www.globaleyeGlasses, globaleyeglasses.com. Focus on saving you money. And folks, if you go to their website, go down to contact us, give them a call and tell them Ralf Friedrichs from the Take Your Life Back Today show sent you. Folks, that is Global Eyeglasses. Focus on saving you money. 10 good reasons to get clean and sober. Now, I kind of jotted these down. Some of them are in detail, some not so much. While some of the following reasons may not apply to you, they are the top reasons for many others watching in my audience. They are the spark that ignited the desire to get clean and sober for myself. Are they good ones? Are they good enough for you? Let's take a look. You be the judge. And then at the end, what I need you to do is to write down your reasons for getting clean and sober and to text them to 631-599-0218 or email them to me at clearreform@yahoo.com, or maybe even go on any one of my websites, which we're going to talk about. First reason is stop the pain. You know, when you're addicted to drugs and alcohol, no matter which way you look at it, there is a lot of pain going on. It's mental pain, physical pain, and spiritual pain. All you wanted to do was stop the pain. Everything was just too painful without drinking. Sometimes you do pills and alcohol to really make the pain go away faster. When the effects wear off, all I could have done was thinking about the pain, so I drank even more. I never took pills, but I drank even more. But the pain kept coming back, and each time it would come back, it would get worse, and each time I would consume more alcohol. So that is reason number one to get clean and sober, to stop the pain. You want to change could be reason number two. When I look back on my life, what it has been and who I've become, I see it's not a pretty picture. I've let people down, most of all myself, and that is so important that you listen. I've let people down, but most important yourself, because when you let yourself down, you automatically let everyone else down. I got to the point where I couldn't even stand looking at myself in the mirror because all of the lies and hurtful things I have done because of my drinking days. Nobody else is forcing me to change. I'm the one that's driving my desire to stop doing alcohol. I know it won't be easy, but I really want to be clean and sober and stay that way. This is pretty much what I said to myself June 22nd, 2013, that I wanted the pain to stop and I want to change, and I want to do number three. I want to regain my self-esteem, folks. At that point, prior to June 22nd, 2013, I felt worthless, no good to anyone, least of all to myself. If anybody asked me to do something, I knew I couldn't do it. I didn't have it in me because I was too intoxicated. Somewhere over the weeks or months or whatever it got so that no one would even ask me to do anything anymore because they figured he is such a lush just to sit in a corner and drink anyway. They probably knew how worthless and unreliable I was at that point. The big thing is that I knew it. I found out I really didn't like who I have become. And I knew the cause was my drinking, which had gotten way out of control some long time ago. But I only faced it in June of 2014. The only way I'd regain my self-esteem would be to get clean and sober. One day I just woke up and said, that's it. I am quitting drinking for good. Thank God for June 22nd, 2013. And I'll never forget that day. I have forgotten many dates, but I'll never forget that. That is my rebirth day. I wanted to be number four. I wanted to be a good person, but a better person as well. People around me were suffering. Something I was increasingly unable to see in my fog of drinking and drugs, but with me it was just drinking. I don't mean physically abused. I never physically abused anyone around me. I was so wrapped up in my own circle of getting drunk, coming down, and feeling the need to get drunk again that I just didn't care about anyone around me. I needed to become a loving spouse again. I don't know how my spouse put up with me all those years that I acted crazy in front of all my friends and generally made a fool out of myself. But my spouse stuck with me, telling me how much she loved me and how she'd always be with me. I wondered how she really could love me. How could anyone love a person like me who would get drunk over and over and say the dumbest things? But I remembered, I admitted, I was somewhat sober at one time, and that's who she fell in love with. How much she meant to me and how much I really meant to her at the time of our beginning in our relationship. And then when alcoholism consumed my life is where things started changing. But yet through thick and thin, she stuck through it. I had promised to myself that on June 22nd I will never become this person again. It's now buried deep inside of me, that demon past of alcoholism. It is so deeply buried inside me that I know I could never become that person again. I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay clean and sober, and so should you. Number 5, I wanted to stop being embarrassed. Everything I did was embarrassing. My family and friends couldn't stand having me around anymore because I would get loud, say something very obnoxious, or even cruel at one point or another. When I drank, nothing mattered except what I wanted at the time, whatever it was, mostly vodka. I'd wake up passed out in the bathroom with my head in the toilet, puke all over me, and all I'd think about is, when am I getting my next drink? When I sobered up enough to realize what happened, I decided right then and there that I was done with drinking, and this is pretty much the scenario that happened, although I did not, at that particular time in June of 2013, wake up in the bathroom, but I did wake up on the floor. I would do whatever it takes not to ever embarrass myself, not to ever embarrass my family, and more importantly, not to embarrass uh, uh, my children. I wanted number 6 to happen. I wanted to start remembering things, and that is the beautiful thing about sobriety, folks. The crystal clear memory that you have of last week, of even yesterday. During my drunken days, I couldn't even remember what happened the hours before. I'd black out or forget. I've lost so many memories because of my drinking, missed so many birthdays of my children, so many of their milestone events. I can't even remember what happened last week. This is all now prior to June 22nd, 2013. I don't remember when just drinking a shot of vodka is all I did. That's all I remember, is just doing the vodka. Isn't that amazing how my memory is good enough to remember the alcohol? Was that really me with all those discrepancies? Today, I see my children and they're already getting so big, and I see them clearly through new windows in my head. I want to be able to remember the rest of their growing up years, although they are grown up now. This means so much to me, and I will I will continue to stop drinking alcohol. Now it's the grandchildren's turn. I will get to see them. As long as God keeps me on this beloved earth, I will get to see them. I want to do it. I want to do it for them. I want to do it for me, but more importantly, I want to do it for God. I can't let this ever happen again. I am so done with alcohol, I couldn't even tell you. Next one is, I wanted number 7, to be respected again. When I was growing up, all of us kids respected our parents. They were like God to us, and we loved them unconditionally. They worked hard and gave us all the love that they had. In my life, as it is today, I don't even have anyone that looks up to me. And this is, again, based on June 2013. That's why I'm not using past tense on this. Where was I? I don't have anyone that looks up to me. No one respects me. Why? Because I'm a piece of work. That's why. I don't do anything that would cause people to respect me. Let me just fix this so I can see this a little better. It's a little out of, there we go. That's better. You can't rely on me. My word doesn't mean anything because I don't live it up to it. God, I hate what I have become. Somewhere I lost all and let myself become hateful, unreliable person. I want to be the person that others respect and that my children respect. There's only one way to do that. I have to quit drinking, and that is really the bottom line, and this is based on June 2013. I want to be able to do number 9, and that's provide for my family. As a spouse, a parent, a grandparent, I have financial obligations to fulfill. It started just as a way to cope with stress, just a drink here or there, just to deal with my duties as a husband, a father, and a grandfather. Then it became more and more excessively my drinking. I want to be able to provide for my family again. I want to be the kind of person that can and get a hold on a good job. I want to regain my sense of purpose, to be proud of myself, not the way I was. That is all in the past. Starting today, June 22nd, 2013, I'm getting rid of this alcohol forever. Last but not least, have friends again. I used to have good friends. I used to be a good friend. That was all before my drinking got in the way of my life. Deep down inside, I know I've got to be me, to be the kind of person that I can be. A good friend, a good husband, a good father, a good grandfather. After looking at all these top reasons, folks, why would you not learn from my experience and do something about it? Then act on them. Get help today so you can have your tomorrows free of alcohol and drugs. Write down the reasons you should get sober. Now, this was all based on past tense. Now, I'm going to give you an update. Did I stop the pain? The pain does not exist anymore. All that was eliminated as the days went on in my initial breakdown, in my initial rock bottom stages. So the pain has disappeared and life has become better. Number two was I wanted to change, and it has happened. It is so clear daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly how the changes have taken place in my own life. My self-esteem is astronomical. Back then, looking at things, I couldn't stand myself. Now, I know people are watching my show, listening to my radio show. People are reading all the websites, not only that I have, but that my videos, my shows are on their websites, and that built my self-esteem. I have a purpose in life. I wanted to be a good person back then, and I have become a good person. I am not, by any means, a great person, but I am a good person. I have become a loving spouse. So that was number 5 that I have fixed. I am no longer number 6. I am not embarrassed by any actions that I do. I am number 7, I have now regained all memory. From June 22nd on, I can tell you exactly what was going on. Prior to that, it's a little foggy still. I have completed number 8. I have been now respected by so many different areas of my life have become respectful areas, especially in my professional life, especially in my show business life. People such as the Bill Cunningham Show, Fox News have reached out to me. So the respect has been worked on and is coming back. Number 9, I am able to provide for my family. Not just my immediate family, I try to let it trickle down to my extended family. And I have galore friends again. People are not afraid to come around me anymore because changes were promised back in June 2013 and changes have happened. It is the deeds, not the words, that make a difference in people's lives. Folks, if you want what I have, all it is for you to accept changes. And what better way to start is by starting for the holidays. Let today, the 20th of December 2014, be the rest of your life sober and clean. These are good reasons to become sober and clean. If you can answer, if you want to get maybe even 3 out of these 10, if you want the pain to stop, you want to change, you want to gain self-esteem again, you want to be a better person, you want to be a loving spouse, you want to stop being embarrassed, you want to start remembering things again, you want to be respected, you want to provide for your family, and you want to regain your friends. This is the way to start. Today, December 20th, 2014, say, Ralph, I have a problem with alcohol and drugs and I need help. That's all you need to do, is to admit it, and then reach up to God and ask for guidance and direction. And when you have those 2 completed, the rest will start happening. You will then start looking for a method, an action plan of recovery. Will it be AA? Will it be my method? Will it possibly be treatment center? Anything that you decide to do as your action plan has to involve the Lord Jesus Christ, because without Him, You have no guidance and directions. You could not guide and direct yourself. You wouldn't be in the predicament you're in. So ask him for guidance and direction. And folks, if you don't know which action plan to use, call me at 844-405-HELP or text me at 631-599-0218 and ask me, Ralph, what do you think I need to do? Should I go to AA? Should I utilize your method? Should I maybe go to treatment center? You can even retain me. I will give you 2 hours for free of motivational coaching, life coaching / recovery coaching. All I ask from you is to get in contact with me. I will show you why you are worth everything, and I will show you how I can help take your life back, but it all starts with you. Once you have completed your whatever method you decided to do, AA, my method, treatment centers, one thing to always remember is never ever fall back into your old habits again. Remember, folks, you are on this earth for a purpose. It could be as a husband, it could be as a father, it could be as an uncle, it could be as a brother, it could be as a mother, a sister, or an aunt. But there is a purpose that God put you on this earth. It is up to you to fulfill that purpose in the matter that is respected by others, in a matter that is loved by others, and in a matter that is included with God's plan for you. You are here for a reason. Every breath you take is a breath for tomorrow that God has given you. Remember, there is someone on earth, somewhere, as we sit here right now, that has taken their last breath. There is somebody that's closing their eyes for the last time. I am here reaching to teach you on different ways to conquer and live with your addiction. I am here as a soldier of God to reach to preach that without God in your life, no matter what addiction yet you're battling, it will not, and I repeat, it will not succeed unless you ask God for guidance and direction. Let him do exactly what Carrie Underwood sang in one of her songs, Jesus Take the Wheel. Let him take the wheel of your vehicle of life and let him navigate no matter where the direction might be. It is in your best interest to let God take over for you. Again, do this, and I've mentioned it so many times before, when you go to bed at night. We all wear slipper shoes and sneakers or whatever it might be, and we usually take them off before we get into bed, and we leave them at the edge of the bed. I want you tonight to push sneaker shoes or slippers underneath the bed. Why, do you ask? Because when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll be forced to go on your knees to retrieve them from underneath your bed, and while you're on your knees, thank God that he is allowing you another day on this beautiful earth. And what better way to thank God by starting off clean and sober and doing good deeds and helping your neighbors, helping your friends. If you're watching me, and I've said this many times, you're sitting in jail for maybe a DWI or domestic abuse, you are not alone. God is sitting right beside you if you let him. You are worth something. Although things look pretty miserable right now, for whatever reason you're sitting in that jail, you have a punishment to fulfill for whatever you have committed. But know this, that there will be a day when you come out. And why not come out as a better person? If you're sitting in a homeless shelter, better days are coming. Reach out to God. He will provide you food and he will provide you shelter. As soon as you reach out to him, he will put an action plan in place for you. It might not happen right away, but it will happen. Do not feel that you're in a homeless shelter alone. God is sitting there with you. God is waiting for you. If you're sitting in a nursing home watching this, you're not alone. Your family will come and visit you. Continue watching my shows. I am sitting here addressing you directly wherever you are. I am letting you know that God loves you. I am letting you know that your family loves you. The staff in your nursing home, they care for you. Keep yourself busy by finding another senior citizen. Play some cards with them. Play some checkers with them. Exchange stories from the old days for excitement. But you're not alone, even in a nursing home. No matter where you're sitting and watching me, know this, that God is with you 24/7. And know this, there's no worries once you have God in your life. There are no worries at all. The only thing you need to worry about right now is not having God in your life. And another thing you need to worry about is if you are a drug or alcohol abuser, that you need change. And God and change come hand in hand. Like that. You cannot expect change with your addiction without God. You can have God without addiction. If you're never done drugs and alcohol, by all means, continue loving your God. But you cannot fight addiction without God. He needs to guide and direct you. With all this said, with the 10 good reasons that I, from my personal past, had given you to be clean and sober, is it today your time to take your life back? If so, reach out to me. 844-405-HELP. 631-599-0218. Go to any one of my 3 websites, clearreform.com, takeyourlifebacktodayShow.com, and clearviews.info. Reach out to any one of my shows. I have said this before. We are now showing our shows on at least 15 other addiction websites. Our shows are there. It is because of you, my audience, that we have expanded. The social media has taken our shows and expanded it all over. If you go to any search bar and you just Google, and let's say Google, for example, Take Your Life Back Today Show with Ralf Friedrichs, you will see the word is spreading, and it is because of you, my audience. So continue watching me, continue supporting me, and more importantly, continue sobriety. Please reach out to me, 844-405-HELP, and let me help you take your life back. May God bless you. Have a great day, but more importantly, have a sober day. God bless you.